Hello, my name is Pasi Ikonen from the University of Jyväskylä, more precisely from the Department of Teacher Education. Finnish educational system is very solid. We have a public school system. Way over 90% of our schools are public schools funded by government and municipalities. And also those few private schools are non-profitable and they follow the national core curriculum. Our educational system starts when the child is 6 years old. We have 1 year preschool, which can be organized either in kindergarten or on a primary school. Preschool is not academically oriented, it's based on idea of developing child's social skills and interaction skills. It's 4 hours a day, 5 days a week, and it prepares the child to the basic education. When the child is 7 years, they enter the basic education. That's 9 years studies divided on primary level, first 6 years, and then lower secondary 3 years education. On primary level, the teachers are what we call class teachers. That means that they have studied at the university level in a special training program to be a class teacher who is teaching all the school subjects for one class. We also have in some schools subject teachers in certain specific subjects like foreign language or music, for example. The basic qualification is that Finnish teachers on all levels, they must have a master degree. Not just any master degree, it must be from the university level training program that is targeted to being a teacher in Finnish educational system. On preschool, teachers can have a kindergarten teacher background, but usually they come from both sides, from kindergarten, pre-education and then basic education. Finnish teachers are highly qualified and highly motivated to continue their studies also after they have graduated from the university. So you can say that Finnish teachers are lifelong learners who are even able to and willing to pay their in-service training from their own pocket if the municipality doesn't have specific resources for the training they would like to join. On primary school level, first 6 years, the teaching is carried out by class teachers. Class teacher is specialized to design and organize the education very phenomenon-based and holistic way. So even if the curriculum is subject-based, the class teacher is able to have projects which are crossing the subject borders. And a class teacher can very freely decide how to organize the weekly education. So in many schools, the class teachers can even decide the timetables when the school starts on Wednesday and how long the school day there will be on Friday. That varies a little bit, but in general, class teacher has, like all the Finnish teachers, have very great autonomy when it comes to designing of the education, but also the implementation. On lower secondary level, we have subject teachers who usually are qualified to teach at least 2 subjects, sometimes only 1, but very often 2 or 3. So on primary level, the teachers are mostly class teachers. On lower secondary education, we have subject teachers who are qualified to teach 2 or 3 subjects. They all have master degree from a specific teacher education program. And those teachers, the subject teachers, are also qualified to teach on general upper secondary schools, or they are also qualified to teach their own subject on the vocational upper secondary education. Education in Finland is free of charge. It's free of charge from the preschool all the way to the doctorate degree. We don't have school fees. all the study materials are free, and on basic education and upper secondary education also students are provided with their daily lunch. On university level, the student has to pay very small fees, and they are supported with the school lunch, but it's not totally free. In Finland, all the schools are mixed schools, so we have boys and girls going to the same school, female and male teachers. We have no school uniforms, and in general the regulation is very low. So Finnish teachers are very autonomous, but also Finnish students are very autonomous. On basic education, on primary level, most of the studies are compulsory, but already from grade 2 there are also certain number of optional studies, voluntary language, extra music, and so on. When the students enter the lower secondary education, then the number of student choices come even bigger. They can every year select several courses based on their own interest or needs. In Finland, we consider very carefully when children are moving from one level of education to another level. So we have developed and organized so that the transition periods from one school level to the next level, the children are very carefully looked after, and we make sure that all necessary information is following the children, so that the next level teachers are aware how to individualize their teaching to the needs of individual child. And this is one of the reasons why the number of dropouts in Finnish education is very, very low. Almost the whole generation goes through the basic education, and most of them continue to the upper secondary level, either to the vocational upper secondary or general upper secondary. And in our system, one very important principle is that we don't have dead ends. So when after the basic education the student is making the choice between the vocational or general upper secondary, they can always change their direction. They can start in the general upper secondary, and after that they can change to the vocational side, or other way around. Or every year there's a certain number of students who want to study on both sides, so they can have what we call double degree. They have a degree from vocational and general upper secondary. And also the students who stay on the vocational education side, they have an opportunity to continue their studies all the way to the university and to the doctoral degree.